Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the third and final day of Business Summit 2021. Here in the house today, we have King Ized in the building. Yay! Okay, I know most of you, some of you, not really most of you, some of you do not know who this person is. She is my personal role model in the digital marketing space. She has never had this from me before, but King Ized, you are my role model. I look up to you in so many things that I do in digital space, and you have impacted on me personally so much. And today, I believe that you're going to impact a whole lot of people. For people that do not know who my boss is, let me take the pleasure to introduce her to you all. So she is the CEO and Chief Marketing Officer of Loose Media. Loose Media is a dynamic digital marketing agency and advertisement agency set in the heart of Nigerians' busiest city, Lagos. She has led a team of young and smart creatives to work and create insightful marketing campaigns for big companies. And when I say big companies, I mean very big companies. Some of the big brands she works for include Rand and V-Bank, amongst others. She haven't previously founded TORA Africa, an impact-driven human resource technology startup that recruits, trains, verifies, and deploys workers in the information sector. She also is the head and leader of DigiClan Africa. If you know DigiClan Africa, you know it is the most innovative digital marketing community in Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, please put a round of applause and a standing ovation as we welcome King Ized in the building. Good evening, well, you're welcome.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much. That was such a wonderful, wonderful introduction. Thank you so much. I was wondering who the King Ized was for a bit.
Good evening.
So much. Nice to be here, everyone. Thank you so much. Should I just go ahead?
Yeah, you can. Just go ahead, yeah.
So today I will be presenting, I don't think I need to top up that introduction that he just gave. So my name is Ized. I call myself King Ized because it annoys a lot of men. but I'm just Ized Uanikhehi. I'm currently CEO, CMO of Loose Media Limited. I'm glad to be here, and today I'll be speaking on thriving in the digital economy. The part where he said, stand up, give a standing round of applause is something that we used to do in the traditional economy, but with digital economies, you don't have to. So for example, I'm having a meeting with all of you and I'm currently dressed in my shorts because digital economy. If I had to be at an event space, I would have had to do a lot more and wear a lot more. And so those are the perks of working in a digital economy. And that's what I'm going to speak to you about, thriving in a digital economy. How can you thrive in a digital economy? My slide is a bit long, but I'll try to skip through it very fast. So I don't know. Are you going to present it, Chidiams?
No, you can go ahead. Go ahead, present. You can share your screen, your co-host.
Okay. My laptop sometimes has malaria. If you can share, that would be nice.
Okay, just give me a moment so I can just log in and share. Okay, yeah, I'm sharing now.
Okay, great. Let me close this one. One quick second. As much as I think I know digital, I can't see your screen though. I don't know if everyone else can see your screen. Maybe it's just me.
I think I was kicked out. I'm going to try resharing it again. So yes.
Recording in progress.
Yeah.
Hi, Godswill. Hi, everyone. Yes, thriving in the digital economy. Can I take, okay. We can just skip through the slides. I'll just start explaining what we. So I think it's no longer news that the pandemic. So digital economy has been something that has been in existence for a bit. It's not the future. Some people say digital economy is the future. It's not the future. We're already living in the digital economy. We're already coexisting in a digital transformation. It's not something that we're waiting for or something that we're waiting to happen. It's already happened. And whilst it has been slow in Africa, it has you can go back to the previous slide. While it has been slow in Africa, the pandemic has actually accelerated it very fast. And so with that advent, no, you can go to the next slide, Shijams. Thank you very much. It has accelerated the rise of the digital economy, and with that advent, there's a need for people to meet up. There's a need for people to pick up digital skills. I was just talking to a friend just before I joined this call. My friend lives in Yaba. He works in the US. He makes well over $10,000 a month working in the US from Nigeria. Those are people that are actually living the digital economy. There's a need for digital skills to intensify so that we can thrive, and we must bridge that skill gap in society quickly. So I'm just going to run you through what you need to do so that you can participate fully in the digital economy. Chijams. So I worried about putting this slide because I didn't want it to look like I'm talking to, I didn't want to insult you guys, but I guess since we already know what the digital economy is, I'll just explain. It comprises of the various sectors that make considerable use of digital. Before, it used to be some sectors. Now it's everything from banking. So for example, I've not been to the bank in years, over a year, since last year, since the pandemic started, because I use the VBank app, and I set up the account from the house. I transferred money from the house. I get my payment, my salary from from wherever, and it comes right into my account. I'm able to transfer. I request my ATM card from the house. So things that I would typically need to go and do before, I now do from my phone. Even health now. There are a lot of health apps that you can go on and talk to a doctor and say, this is my problem, and then he'll give you a prescription for whatever illness is affecting you. So digital economy used to comprise certain sectors before, but now it's now going across the different sectors. And digital economy comprises of these various sectors that make use of digital. It exists because there's internet. Without the internet, the digital economy would not be as dominant as it currently is. To explain better, I'll explain traditional economies, physical locations. If you want to shop and buy certain things, maybe food, maybe meat, you would go to a physical location and buy it. With the digital economy, you can just pick up your phone, go on an e-commerce website, go on a meat selling website. So for example, if you're trying to shop from Spa, you can either visit the location by yourself physically, or you can go online and pick up the Spa app and then buy everything that you would have physically bought from that location through the app, and it will be delivered to your house. So the traditional economy is the physical location, the digital economy is the e-commerce website. Traditional economy is the word of mouth, digital economy is the social media chatter, the conversations we have online. Traditional economy is schools and books. Digital economy, there are people who are doing master's degree in the US, in the UK, from Nigeria, because there's the e-learning and the e-book in the digital economy. Traditional economy will be daily commute, going to work every day. Digital economy, you work from home, you lie down on your bed, you wake up, you start work. You don't even have to have your bath before you start working. So I'm outlining the difference between the two so that you fully understand what the digital economy is. The traditional economy is the physical assets. The digital economy is the brand image. Traditional economy is offices, like the actual construction of offices, and digital economy is your website or your dashboard or your apps that you can utilize and interact with your customers. The traditional economy means you actually go somewhere, they give you a cash payment or they give you a check to go to the bank to withdraw money. And digital economy is you are seated at home or wherever it is and somebody transfers the money to you, e-payment. So those are the key differences that will help us understand fully what the difference between traditional and digital economy. What are the key foundational elements that constitute the digital economy? What do African countries or what does Nigeria need to have that requires to have a successful, and inclusive digital economy? One of it is digital infrastructure. For an economy like Nigeria, good internet is key. So we need to have good internet, because without internet, you can't even do like transfers, you can't interact with your doctor, you can't go to an e-commerce website. Although right now, a lot of apps now are now building apps that you can use without internet. For example, the Stacks app. The Stacks app is a banking app that allows you to utilize all your banking platforms without the use of internet. So you just download the app and link all your banking apps to it. And then at any point in time, whether you have internet or not, you can actually utilize your banking apps to transfer or receive money. So, but right now, until we get to that part where you don't need internet at all, digital infrastructure it's things like the internet. And for an economy like Nigeria to be able to thrive in a digital economy and to have an inclusive digital economy, good internet is key. And then digital platforms, including the one that they just banned. I'm not going to say anything about it. Digital platforms offer products and services that are accessible through mobile devices, computers, or internet, that gives us access to other people or clients or the target audience that we need to speak with. So those are digital platforms, very necessary for a successful and inclusive digital economy. We have the digital financial services. It enables people to be able to do transactions online. Before, to do a transaction, you have to go to the bank, fill a teller, pay the money, bring cash or receive cash. But now you can use Paystack, you can use VBank, you can use whatever, I think Flutterwave. There are multiple ways to make payment now, whether you're making payment within Nigeria or you're making payments outside of Nigeria within Africa. And so for a successful digital economy, we need digital financial services, because you can't be working in the US from Nigeria and then not have a platform that you will get paid with. So for digital economy to thrive in Nigeria, we need digital financial services. Digital entrepreneurship. A lot of people are coming up with innovations that do not need so I think that apps like I've just recently heard of Nguvu Health. I really love the app. So those are apps that are helping people access things that they typically will not be able to access with utilizing platforms. And that is the digital economy. So for digital economy to thrive, we need entrepreneurs like you and me to come up with innovations that creates an ecosystem that gives us that gives life to new ventures, growth-oriented ventures, and transform businesses. And more importantly, finally, we need skills, digital skills. You need a digital savvy workforce. You need to constantly learn digital skills, whether it's technology skills, whether it's design, whether it's content, whatever skills you need to have to be able to run a business or to be able to thrive in a digital economy. So I'm going to run you through how to. So this is everything I just talked about right now. You can skip through this slide. I want to be able to fully talk about how do you thrive in a digital economy? What do you need to do? What are the things you need to learn? What do you need to do to be able to thrive in a digital economy? Number one is to develop expertise. An investment in knowledge pays, sorry, I'm going to, just 1 second. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. You need to learn and relearn and unlearn and learn some more. Luckily for us, there are online sites like Coursera, Udemy, there are people like Chijam's Academy who are doing this kind of things where we can come and meet online on Zoom call and learn. So you need to develop expertise. If you want to thrive in a digital economy, one of the first things you need to do is develop expertise. Roles are becoming more specialized, and a lot of top organizations are picking expertise over experience. They're not asking you now these days how many years of experience you have. They're asking you they're just looking at how good you do what you do, how skilled you are. So when it comes to job placement, typically in the traditional sense, you'll be talking about how experienced a candidate is. However, it's the expertise that will help you to land the job and offer you great job security, whether in Nigeria or working abroad. Another thing that you need to do is, a lot of people, they say if you don't know where you are, you don't know where you are going to. If you don't know where you are, right, you can't tell where you are going to. So you have to take stock of where you are at this moment. What's your key skill that you would like to develop? So I met somebody recently who said they wanted to go into data analytics and become a data analyst, because they heard that data analysts in Nigeria, companies in the US are recruiting data analysts in Nigeria. And this person doesn't have any likeness or it's not fond of numbers or mathematics. And I said, do you know that one of the key specializations you might need is mathematics? And this person wants to do data analytics and has been training, as a matter of fact, for about 6 to 7 months, and is wondering why he's not understanding it very well and why he's not getting picked. So you have to take stock of where you are. What are your key skills? What do you want to thrive in? What do you want to learn? And you don't have to go all the way in the beginning. You can start small and then grow. You can start with content marketing. I know a lot of content marketers, so some of which are in my organization, that are working for companies in the US. They might not be earning $10,000 a month, but they're earning like $1,000, $1,500 in addition to what they currently earn in Nigeria. So you don't have, it's not a rush thing, right? To thrive, you have to take stock of where you are. What is your degree of specialization? What are your career priorities? What motivates you? What is the characteristic of a dream job? What kind of job do you want to get? And whether it's in terms of salaries, whether it's in terms of growth potential, whether it's in terms of work environment, where do you want to work? Find out what drives your career advancement, and then take stock of where you are so that you know what you need to learn and what you need to do. So you need to ask yourself a series of questions. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? How will you navigate to that place that you see yourself in 5 years? So you have to have a clearly articulated set of goals. These goals must be smart goals. That's the most specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. If you don't put timelines to it, you will just you will just procrastinate and not be able to reach what your goals are. So you have to constantly prepare for job disruption. When I started out, my focus was in content marketing, but I find that now I'm mostly full stack in digital. So I'm able to do SEO, I'm able to do PR, I'm able to do content writing or copywriting. I'm able to do even a bit of design, because I want to be able to have full stack in. So constantly reskill yourself and identify reskilling opportunities so that you are better able to get to the level where you need to get to. Now, number 3 is to define and develop your personal brand, professional brand rather, not just your personal brand. I think personal is important, but personal and professional brand. By defining your professional brand, you can articulate what you want your employer, your colleagues, and networking contact to know about you. So you have a portfolio, they call it. A portfolio that has your body of work, your experience, your career timeline, what you have learned, your previous positions, what you are currently learning and what you have learned before. And then you put that in a portfolio, develop your professional brand such that when people ask you what can you do, you just send them a link to your portfolio. It can also be your LinkedIn profile that you've cleaned up a bit, or you've cleaned up, not a bit, you've cleaned up a lot, such that it is very career focused and very professional focused, so that when people research you, they're able to get the information that you want them to get. What skills are you known for? What's your expertise? You have to show your accomplishments. What are your key achievements and that you can point to for demonstrating your professional success? Then your network, you have to show who do you know and who knows you, how well are you connected to the industry. So community building is key in defining and developing your professional brand. And you have to show your definitive skills. What are your core skills? What do you bring to the table for any organization? So when you've defined your brand, your professional brand, you now develop an elevator pitch. or a paragraph summary statement that distills your professional brand. So if somebody says, hello, Ized, my name is Ized Uanikhehi. I'm CEO, CMO of Loose Media Limited. Loose Media is a 360 degrees marketing agency out of Lagos, Nigeria, that build brands that people will love, use, and talk about. So it's short, it's to the point, it has covered everything that I needed to cover, and it has told you in essence what I am and what I stand for. So you have to develop your elevator pitch and or your professional summary statement. It's also on your LinkedIn profile, is the beginning of your portfolio. And then this is what you push out to potential recruiters. Another thing you want to do is network. It's very important. The most powerful tool you have in your career development is effective networking. You want to go for networking meets, you want to go for events like this, you want to go for community meetups, you can network online, you can decide to network offline. In my time when I started building my networks, I had to go physically for a lot of these things. But luckily for all of us now, some of these networking events can be done online, and you will use the opportunity to meet a lot of people. You always ask questions, get noticed, whether it's online meetups, whether it's ask questions, get noticed, talk to people, reach out to the speakers, reach out to the panelists, and reach out to other people who attended the event. So to be successful, networking needs to be purposeful, it needs to be specific, and it needs to be reciprocal. So know who you want to meet and add them to your network, and be purposeful about reaching out to them, whether it's on a social media platform. And so, which is why you need to be careful when you're talking on social media, because already in developing your professional brand, you need to ensure all of your social media platforms look the part. So be prepared to communicate your value very clearly and offer to share your expertise. Thought leadership. They say your free work is your audition. So you have to demonstrate thought leadership. Online, you speak about what you let me give you an example with myself. So I usually give this example with myself, but a lot of people do it differently these days. I would go online 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when I was still building my, actually maybe longer than 5 years ago. So between 7 years ago when I moved to Lagos to build a career in digital marketing to about 4 years ago, I would go online, everything I knew about digital, everything I knew about marketing, I would start a conversation, I would start a thread, whether it was a Medium post, whether it was a thread on Twitter, whether it was a long Facebook post, I would start conversations about it. So you build thought leadership that way. You think people are not listening, but people are always watching out. It then got to a point where people would ask, does anybody know any digital marketer I can talk to? People will CC me. Even people I thought were not reading the thread or they were not interacting with the thread. They have never retweeted or shared the thread, but they will CC me and say, oh, that girl is good because she's always talking about digital. So you want to show thought leadership. Thought leadership is like content marketing. It's a way for people and brands to actually demonstrate expertise, whether it's an article in a newspaper or in a blog or a video blog or something that shares what you already know. You want to demonstrate that thought leadership and expertise, whether you're speaking on TV or on radio, you want to be able to demonstrate that and position yourself as a leader in that field, so that when people are asking, is this person any good, or they're background checking you, there'll be a lot of good content online and a lot of people who are ready to vouch for you. So you need to demonstrate thought leadership. I'm still going to talk a bit about thought leadership. So you have to actually prove that you know, what you say you know, and can do what you say you can do. Utilize blogs, social media channels. You can also utilize print press. I would send articles to newspapers. I would send them maybe like 10 articles in a week. Some week, if I was lucky, 3 papers will publish. Sometimes I would send the articles to magazines and newspapers abroad, and then all of a sudden after some point I started getting published. I got published by the United Nations Equals blog. So utilize blogs, utilize social media channels, share your thoughts, share your expertise, basically just prove that you know what you say you know, and leverage your network by identifying access routes to your target opportunities. You can then promote your skills and expertise via your strong personal and professional brands that you have built in the past. Mentoring. This is also key. Get a mentor in the industry that you want to grow in. Mentor relationships allow both the mentor and the mentor to develop new talents and leadership skills. A mentor should offer insights and perspective and provide career direction. Don't pick a mentor because you hear that the person has money, or you have to pick a mentor that is important for your career goals and is in the industry that you want to. So previously I would pick mentors in the digital marketing industry, but now that I have I'm running an agency, I typically pick my mentors with people who have been running organizations for years and are doing very okay, because I want to know how they do it, how they manage people, how they manage their senior management staff as well as the younger ones. So your mentor doesn't have to be the same person over time. Your mentor can change as you require them. So when you are identifying your mentor, keep your goals in mind. So please go back to that slide. It's actually important that you know what your weaknesses and strengths are when you're picking your mentors. Understand how you need a mentor to guide you, and manage expectations. So a lot of people will randomly say, this person is my mentor, and then go and meet the person and then email the person and say, you're my mentor now. And then the person is too busy for you. So sometimes you have to manage expectations and understand that these people have a life. So what you want to do with that is shadow mentor them. So some of the people that I'm being mentored by, they don't know that they are my mentors. I'm just watching what they're doing, following up with what they're doing. So they are my shadow mentors. So not everybody has to be like one-on-one mentorship. You can have shadow mentors. And you don't have to look far. You can look within your organization or within your industry as well as outside. Also, as you grow, become a mentor. When you become a mentor, you talk about a lot about what you're doing. Explore opportunities to mentor others. Mentoring offers beyond just offering great personal satisfaction. It gives you a chance to hone your leadership skills and expand your network some more. And consider where you offer the most value. When you have done all of this, it means now you're now like a senior member of whatever industry that you're in, and definitely going to thrive in whatever digital economy industry that you decide to thrive in. So it is important to start now. A lot of people will say, I'll start when I resign from this work, or I'll start when I have a little bit of money. A man who dares to wait 1 hour of his time has not discovered the value of life. Start now. Start now. Start with where you are, and action is the foundational key to all success. So if you want to thrive in this digital economy, those are some of the simple steps that you can follow and to thrive in the digital economy. I added this slide because I didn't want to just talk to people who wanted to just thrive in the digital economy. I wanted to talk to people who are currently utilizing digital economies and are managers of organizations. So by providing yourself and employees with a wide range of this digital expertise and training them to get more digital skills, you can future-proof all that you have to offer in an increasing digitized world, certainly, and take your business to the next level. I know that this slide is not important, but just in case anybody needs it, why you need to thrive in the digital economy, or why you need digital to thrive. Work from home and digital economy is cheaper than actual physical locations. A lot of people no longer need to pay rent for offices, so it is definitely cheaper, it's a lower cost, and you're able to reach a much more larger global audience. We're working with clients. So previously we would target only clients in Nigeria, but as Loose Media, we're working with clients in the US, we're working with clients in the UK, we have a client in Ghana. So being able to fully utilize digital economy means that there's no barrier to the kind of clients that we get and wherever we're getting them from, whether it's within the country or within Africa or outside in the diaspora. So you have a much more global audience. And because we're working with clients in the US, we are targeting US clients. Because we're working with clients in the UK, we're targeting UK clients, UK audience for those clients. So being able to fully utilize the digital economy means that you don't have any barriers that you previously would have had, whether you're working from your house in Lekki or in Yaba, or you're working from the US. Another advantage it gives us is we are able to increase awareness, to build trust and build brand loyalty for yourself. Instead of only people in Nigeria knowing about your brand, you're able to have a much more global look on your brand. You can measure, you can tweak, you can improve. Again, user-generated content, whether that's within the country or country, you can have finally targeted audience. Why you need to fully utilize the digital economy. Jams. So I'll take questions and answers now.
Oh my. That was really a massive section. I kept writing and writing and writing. I'm like, oh my God, this is so amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So guys, this is how to thrive in the digital economy. You have had it from our boss. Right now, it's time for questions and answers. What do you have to ask? Right now is your time. Ask your questions. You have a question, you can either raise your hand, right? Or you could just ask your question on the chat box. So we have Godswill. Godswill is raising his hand. I'm just gonna like unmute you. Godswill, you can ask your question now.
Godswill, I can't hear you.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, Godswill.
Okay, let me quick one. Considering, let's assume I want to go into the digital space now. What digital skill would you advise me to start with?
So content is the basis, is the background, is the base, is the foundation. It is the, what they call, when they're building a house, what they call that first level, the first floor, the ground
Foundation.
floor. Foundation.
Yeah.
Then is the concrete for digital marketing or digital, working in the digital space. So I typically would advise everyone to first of all start with content marketing, start with understanding how to use social media platforms or how to use digital platforms, not just social media platforms. But first things first, start with content marketing. And when you tell people content marketing, they typically just think, oh, it's not just to write tweets that people will like. Content marketing is a whole different ball game. There's strategy to content, because let me tell you something. They say that in a day, every human being is exposed to 8 million bits of information, 8 million at the very minimum, on the average, 8 million bits of information, whether it's coming from the road or from your parents or from the house or from the TV or from social media, you are exposed to 8 million bits of information. Now, what your brain has learned to do is it has learned to filter information that it thinks is not important to you and store only information that is critical to you. Now, content marketing allows you to to hone certain skills or grow certain skills or develop skills that takes content that people will typically ignore and make it like top of the content that they would want to engage with, they want to share. They'll be like, oh, I love this content, what is it? So you're creating content that people will notice. So I always advise start with content marketing. I think I just also answered Samuel Edet's question with how do you use content to drive in the digital economy.
Wow. Thank you so much, Joa. Thank you so much. I learned a lot. And personally, I've been following you for a long time. Remember the time you went to Uyo, right?
Yes.
I had to travel from Lagos to Uyo for that event.
I hope we took a picture together.
Yeah?
I hope we took a picture together.
No, we didn't.
There's always time. There's always time.
Yeah. I'm in the UK now, though, and I want to apply. I'm trying to do some jobs here for the digital economy, and I'm like, wow, this is something I can really take in, because this is so amazing. Thank you so much. I don't even have a question. I'm so filled with several things tonight. So we have Opleus. Opleus is raising her hand or his hand. Sorry about that. I'm going to ask you to unmute so you can ask your question.
So just before she answers, or she asks a question, Edith says, I want to connect with you on Facebook and WhatsApp. So my social media handle across platforms is Zegbua, Zegbua. So it's on Twitter is www.twitter.com/Zegbua. Instagram is www.instagram.com/Zegbua. Facebook is facebook.com/Zegbua. So I use a unique identifier across all my social media platforms so that it's easier for people to just find me at once. So I use the same, yeah. So if you
just
click on
all the links on the chat box right now.
thank you very much. Thank you. I see that.
So hopefully
Okay,
you're up. Ask a question.
Okay. Good evening, ma.
Good evening.
Hello.
I didn't catch
Yeah.
your name. What's your name?
My name is Oplis.
Oh, please. Nice.
Yes. Thank you so much for the lecture. I'm delighted. Seriously. Okay. When you were speaking, you said that you are also into CEO. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm the CEO of Loose Media. It's a digital marketing outfit.
Okay, yeah, the thing is I'm into blogging. And for long now, I've been trying to get some backlinks to my website, my blog, but I kept on sending emails to other bloggers, okay? But I haven't received I haven't received much reply the way I expected. So what do you think I should do? How else can I get more backlinks to my blog?
Are you in any of the communities, any of the blogger communities or any of the digital media communities?
Yes, I am in one on Facebook. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so once you are in those communities, right, and you are very active in those communities, it's easier to get. Okay, she was talking about SEO. Okay, thank you. Sorry, that was me. That was my mistake. I'll explain that later. So once you are in any of those digital communities, so if you were in DigiClan, for example, and you were active on DigiClan, and one day you share your link and say, please, if you have a blog, people are more inclined to attend to people that they think are their friends or the people that they know. So start with building your network and building your communities. Join communities for this. It's really important. When I started digital marketing, it was critical that I was joining communities. When I found out that there was no major communities or digital marketers in Lagos or across Nigeria, I convened one called DigiClan. So, and that community, I learned from them every single day. If you're in DigiClan, once you just ask, how can I, on my Facebook is, on my Twitter is, somebody will come up with an answer to that question. Somebody somewhere knows something. So communities do more than mess up your WhatsApp page, because people will be like, too much WhatsApp messages. Communities actually help you learn. They help you network. It helps you grow so that when you need to collaborate on a project. So sometimes when I have projects that I cannot do on my own and I need somebody who does design or somebody who does SEO or somebody who does copywriting, I can collaborate with people from the community because I trust them and because I know of their expertise. So join a community and then get access to people who can help you put backlinks on their blog. In the meantime, though, if you can share with Chijams, I can help you share in the community.
Okay. Thank you so much. I will.
So to join the DigiClan community is actually quite easy. You just follow them on social media and send them a message that is called DigiClan Africa. Send them a message that you would like to join the DigiClan community. Because they still use WhatsApp, they will ask you what location you are in. So DigiClan is in 28 states across Nigeria, and it's in 7 countries across Africa. So they'll ask you where you are so that they will add you to the community from the area where you're from. So it's easier for you. So just WhatsApp, just message them on Facebook or on Instagram or on Twitter, and somebody will just respond to you via the message. That's how to join DigiClan.
Thank you so much, King Isaac. I think we are going to open DigiClan UK so that I can manage.
Yes, please. Now we're ready.
So I can manage DigiClan UK over here, because I actually joined a community of digital marketers here, and wow, the ball game is different over here. Like, it's just so amazing. Something
So people working in silos cannot thrive. If you're trying to do things on your own, you can't thrive. People who go alone do not go very far. If you go with people, you will go far. So the essence of a community cannot be understated, especially when you need to work on certain projects. There's a lot of Nigerian digital marketers are not good enough. Nigerian marketers it's because people are trying to work in silos. When you work with a community, it's easier for you to be able to go very far, especially in this industry.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. This has been very, very
I have to leave soon though, so if there are any additional questions,
yeah, I think that's
otherwise,
all the questions we have. This is all the questions we have. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me drop the fire emoji and a round of applause for King Ized on the chat board. I want to say it and then let us know what you learned today, because definitely, personally, I learned a whole lot tonight. It has been an awesome section. We already know that whenever we pick people with excellence in delivery and also amazing services, that whenever they come around, they always dish out excessive value for us that we cannot even contain it. Tonight's section has not been a different. Thank you.
don't forget to follow me on social media though. And if you have additional questions or if you need to reach out to me for anything else, just say hello and I'll respond to you.
Very important. Please, I posted a link to her social media handles. Go on Instagram right now and follow her. Go on Instagram, go on Twitter, whatever social media platforms you're using, go and follow her right now.
Yes, let me know on social media what you learned from this. What was the key thing that you learned from this? That would be awesome if you just share that on social media.
Very, very important. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Ma. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we come to the end of Business Sheet Summit 2021. I hope you've learned something that will take your business to the next level, because the essence of this entire event is to help you shift you from where you are to where you ought to be. Thank you so much, guys. The recordings will be made available. And yeah, probably tomorrow, because we'll make available tomorrow so that you can go through it over and over and over and over again. So about the 100 Club, I'm going to be releasing a Google form so we can have it well documented, right? Because yesterday I got a lot of messages on my WhatsApp and my WhatsApp crashed. Yeah. So I'm going to be releasing some documents that you can fill, and then we can now add you into the communities. Thank you so much, everyone that attended tonight. Thank you for being part of this event. I'm sorry we have to come to the end of the event. Thank you. I'd have wanted it to continue, but yeah, we have to end it so that we can go to the next level. Remember, the goal is till we'll all win. We are all a work in progress. Do have an amazing night and an amazing week ahead. Bye.